And we are back. Hi, Dr. Fight.
Caught him off guard.
Hello.
Hey.
Did you enjoy your lunch?
Yeah, that was lunch dessert.
Oh, that was a dessert? Okay.
I had already eaten lunch before I came on. I just hadn't had the dessert. My wife made this strawberry cream cheese caramel
Is the strawberry like a strawberry delight or something? It's called because my aunt makes something similar to that.
It was delightful.
Yeah. My aunt makes something like that. Yeah. That's really rich. Ooh, I can't eat that. That's rich.
It puts you in the mind of that KFC strawberry parfait.
There you go. Yeah. I can't eat that unless I go to sleep on you. So no, buddy. No.
Try to talk to
Well,
him.
I'm talking to you, so this is not boring conversation. So we got it.
Okay. So let's pick up where you left off because you were saying that they were conditioned to believe certain things, and I got a little take on that too because I think that when we were younger, I think that we've been conditioned at a certain level. I think that we were brainwashed somewhat because I was telling Brianna that I remember when we were I was a young kid and we used to have what we called back in the day. They called it old-fashioned day. So an old-fashioned day, we wore like these like kind of like period dresses or whatever, and then it's just how they changed the narrative. Just certain things we thought, like how we celebrated Christopher Columbus and all those things. And over the weekend I said, pardon my French, I said, damn, we've been brainwashed to believe a certain culture, because otherwise why would we have gone along all these years even after slavery? Why would we have gone along with all these Confederate statues and things like this in public places and we never not say anything?
You said old fashioned day.
That one. I seriously, it was called old fashioned day. My mother, she remember.
Not today.
I'm just saying, it's serious. We was called old fashioned day. I told you the ensemble that I wore that particular day.
You look like the American Girl doll Abby.
Only thing is, my dress didn't have an apron on the front, but it was blue, and I had the little neckerchief thing around. I'm telling you.
Y'all had the little bun too, like Abby.
No, I had the pigtails. My mother gave me the pigtails.
Abby had the pigtails.
Oh, okay. Well, I had the pigtails on the side. Yeah, I did.
Abby looked like a slave. No.
Well, see, but that's what I'm saying. You were saying, Dr. Fight, how at the dinner table how white people have certain conversations with their children, and so that's why they believe a certain way. But see, and I think that to a certain degree we have like taken in all of these things that white people have said to us over the years. So for years, that's why I think we were so can I say complacent? Because I think to a certain degree we had been brainwashed.
Well, what we have to understand is to be African American is to be African without a memory, and to be American without privilege. And so
Okay.
when we come to have a discussion about who we are as a people, we can't really discuss our African heritage because we know nothing about it. We've never experienced what true Africans have experienced on the continent of Africa. But as growing and living in America, we're not even treated as Americans. So we are lost children in a country that doesn't want us and can't go back to a country that we don't know anything about. So what are we to do? What are we to do in the country? So obviously the innate way is, since we're here, we need to put a staple on the ground to say, hey, we're here and you're going to accept us. This is why we see the response to the Black Lives Matter movement right now in such large numbers, is because at some point it's going to come to a head, and now Civil War Part 2 is going to erupt, and I think that's really what Trump wants. Is he wants to be able to show force with the American military on its own civilians and citizens, and that is going to be the atrocity of this presidency, and we really need to get him out in November, because that's what's going to end up happening. He's going repeat what Bill Connor and everybody else did by turning dogs and leashes and hoses on us. But it's gonna, instead of being dogs and hoses this time, it's gonna be AK-47s, and it's already tear gas.
Right,
So-
right.
so we gotta understand the conversation has to be different now at our dinner tables to let our children know that yes, we are American, but we do have a heritage that we're still searching to understand more about.
Wow. So yeah. So my question, I don't think you answered my question, but so you know I have to put you on the spot. So do you believe to a certain degree that we have been brainwashed over the years to believe and to pretty much kind of like I'm sure you've read the letter, the Willie Lynch letter.
Mm-hmm.
So do you believe that to a certain degree that they have done that and we have been that?
Yes, the slave codes as well as Willie Lynch letters are all divisive tactics that they still use in modern day form to get people to understand that you are only in a certain place in life, and that is your place. You don't step outside your place.
Right.
Pieces of a puzzle. If you're an edge piece, if you're a centerpiece, that's your piece. You can't. If you're a centerpiece, you can't be an edge. You can't be any other piece but the piece you were created to be. And that's what they've indoctrinated all people to understand. And they want black people to understand that this is your place and this is your piece. Anything you do outside of that, you don't fit in the puzzle or the fabric of the American society.
Wow, that right there, what you said, that was a whole mouthful, but that was really, really significant. And there's all truth there. Because that's how they make us feel on a daily basis, is that we do not belong and we're only entitled to a certain amount. And I've always thought about that. One of my things is that you can't tell me what I can get and where I can go and where I can live. And me personally, I never really understood why I did what I did. But for me personally, I always find the whitest neighborhoods. I do. And I go and I put myself right in the center.
The country town.
Yeah, I do. And Brianna, tell you, I do. I find they ain't really country towns, Brianna. But they kind of,
Do you remember San Marcos back in the day?
Yeah, I do remember. I said,
it was a horse.
We lived down from the dairy, but that's not here nor there. I mean, but it was it was a 7-Eleven across the street from the dairy. Don't let her fool you. But anyway, I said we were like the only black people on that block. But on the same token, they never bothered me. But I felt like I was entitled to live wherever I want to live, which I still feel that way to this day. I'm going to go where I want to go and do what I want to do. And if you all have an issue with that, then we're going to have a bigger issue. And so now I think that's what people are doing now. They saying, you can't tell me where to go. You can't tell me what to say. You can tell me what to do. Now here's my next one.
Can I make a point before?
Go ahead.
And that's true. It is a thing. I think as more generations come up, they're going to have that attitude where I can go where I want to, say what I want to, do what I want to, because I have that attitude now. And it's probably not the best attitude, but it's like, you're not going to tell me I can't go here because I don't make this certain amount of money or I don't look a certain way. I'm going to do what I want to do. It's because that's how certain people look at it. When you go into a certain store or to a certain restaurant,
absolutely.
They look at you like, oh, you're not supposed to be here. How are you going to tell me where I can go just because, okay, it's more white people here, so?
But see, and since we said that, so we know we've heard since the George Floyd murder, we know that we've heard this over, well, they said they didn't know. But if you look at me a certain way and tell me and feel like I don't belong here, but then you can turn around and say, but I didn't understand, I didn't realize it was this bad. How can that be? How is that possible that you didn't know racism was this bad in this country if you look at me a certain way and feel like I don't belong in here? Like, let's be honest. How many times are you going to catch me going into a country bar? A country western bar? I mean, really. Are you going to welcome me when I walk into that country and western bar?
She has to go to the country.
I'm just saying, no, they're not. No, they're not. But here's the difference. If a white person walk in with their cowboy hat and they walk into a predominantly black establishment, guess what? Yeah, we might look at you for a hot second and say, oh, and then we keep it moving. We don't, so we're not gonna say anything. That's like, oh, bro, you know where you at or whatever. They're like, yeah, we're not gonna bother you. But for them, they get highly offended if we go into one of their establishments where you don't see us every day. So how can they look me in the eye and say, but I didn't know when George Floyd was murdered, but I didn't know.
Well, they don't notice because they're not exposed. The beautiful thing about exposure is it gives you an education that your current area can't give you. So when I was in high school, I was exposed to a lot. I mean, I played basketball across the East Coast primarily, and I was able to stay on college campuses doing basketball camps and team camps and playing in tournaments and all kinds of stuff. I seen so much. So by the time I got to college, I had a roommate who was from Savannah, Georgia, that when we went certain places, he was like, "Oh man, I've never seen this before." It was like he was a fish out of water. He had never experienced some of these things. And it's because I was exposed to certain things early on as a child that my perspective on life was totally different. And that showed me that sometimes we got to expose our children to more
Absolutely.
than what our neighborhoods possess and what else. My wife and I both graduated from HBCUs. So to have our child go to a predominantly white institution is not a horrible thing. But growing up, we want them to be exposed to not just some of these finer institutions our country offers, but also our finer institutions that are historically black colleges.
Right.
Because we're both products in some degree of these institutions. And some of the people that can say, I had no idea, I didn't know, they don't know is because they're not exposed to anything beyond their own neighborhoods, their own culture, their own people. And so black people are just a byproduct of offering me services for my lifestyle. They're not co-equals and partners in what it is that I'm trying to accomplish and do. And so when we begin to hear that, I hear that I only know white is right. I know nothing else. So I haven't been exposed to black excellence. I haven't been exposed to Mexican American excellence. I haven't been exposed to other cultures operating in their element beyond what I've seen on television.
You know what? As you're talking, and I'm kind of replaying in my childhood. My mother. We went on vacations. We went out of the country. We did all that stuff. So and I'm sitting here and I'm thinking like I still can't really wrap my mind around it because I still can't.
Think about this. If that same white person that said I don't know went to Jamaica. If they went to Jamaica, they're going to see all kinds of black people.
Absolutely.
But look at how they see them, though. They see them as servants. They see them as carrying my bags, driving me to my resort, giving me my Moscato. They don't see them as equals. They see them as somebody I can tip to do something for me. You are beneath me. So if I am exposed, if they say, oh, I travel the country. Yes, but your perspective when you travel the country on this group of people is that they are slaves to you.
There you go.
It shapes, your environment shapes how you view the rest of the world.
Wow, see, that's what I'm talking about. All of those are valid points, and I'm going to let you have those. I agree with you to a certain degree, but I still say people see what they want to see. They believe what they want to believe. Because I'm just saying, it's just that you cannot be that naive and just stay in your entire world. But of course, we know that they do because we see it now. I just don't know how you go through life like that because by us being people of color, I think we get exposed to quite a bit. That's if we come out of our neighborhoods. Because I will fully admit, by me, when I was teaching, and I'm teaching in a predominantly black community, and I take children on field trips, and I take them outside of their neighborhood, outside their community, and their response when I take them out was just like, okay. I'm looking really strange at these kids because I'm like, you live right here, but you've never experienced this or that museum, that culture, so and so. So I get it to a certain degree, but I don't understand why people, as all of us, Why do we choose to stay in our own little bubble and not venture out into the world? I don't understand that.
Well, Shakespeare said it best. I'd rather deal with the devil I know than fly to those I know not of. You know,
Okay.
I know what comes with where I am right now. I know this. I've been here all my life. I know this. But now you want me to go somewhere I know nothing about, a different side of the country where they talk different, they walk different, they act different, they live different. And I don't know. I'm a fish out of water. I don't know.